Says here, at 57 years old, Lisa Ray says she'll only date a man who pays 100% of her bills and expenses. This is a beat back with another edification. I want to say shalom, all praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. This is a beat back with another edification. I want to thank all of my subscribers. I want to wish all of my subscribers high health and high spirits. And I wish all my subscribers are safe and protected against these agendas that are waged against us here behind enemy lines, here in America. Now I want to put that in airplane mode. I'm not encouraging so-called Black, Latino, Native American men to marry here behind enemy lines here in America. And I want to definitely say I am definitely not encouraging so-called Black, Latino, Native American men to make marriages with this Western female. The juice is not worth the squeeze with these Western females. And here we have Lisa Ray. I'm not exactly sure how much Lisa Ray is worth as far as the dollar bill goes, but I do know she's rich. And these so-called Black females are trending in 2026. Thank the Most High, Yahweh, for that, because I've been wishing and praying for the moment, and the moment has arrived for the so-called Black female to be examined. She's up for examination. And I want to be a part of this examination because she's a front and a fraud and a scam. And she wholeheartedly hates men. Lisa Ray, the kind of money that she has, one would think, why would she still expect a man of quality? Because I'm sure she wants a man of quality. They don't just want any man, because they can get any man, but they can't seem to get a man of quality. Why would she would expect a man of quality to come along and have the kind of money that she has or more? At this point, she's letting money keep her single. You know what I'm saying? She's making enough money to cover all the finances. And I'm sure at this moment, she's the man she's looking for, because I'm sure by now, or at this point, she's still paying 100% of her bills. And that's by default. And that's by choice for men. These men choose to let these females like her pay 100% of her bills. Lisa Ray is a prime example of a successful Western nigger woman who disqualifies herself because of her own standards. I know men that get paid $17 an hour and they'll still marry a woman that's a cashier at McDonald's. Because whoever has the money, it doesn't matter as long as somebody has the money. One of us has the money. You know, these females are expecting men to make the same amount or more when she has enough to invest in some type of business with a husband, some type of way to get some money. Goes to show that the Western female, she's a loser. With finances, she's still a loser. She lacks etiquette. She lacks femininity. She lacks respect. She still lacks respect for men. One would think with all of this money she has, she would go get some therapy, some counseling, go to class, learn how to be fit to be a wife to a man of quality. Right? It just goes to show you these Western females, the more money they make, the bigger their head gets, and the more they express how foolish they are. It's like an alcoholic who hits the lottery. He's just going to be a rich alcoholic. And these wicked women are just rich, wicked women. So let me go here. Take this out of airplane mode so it'll pull up. It's a lock here. This is Ephesians 5:22. It says, "Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church." The church, not a physical building, but the people, the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latino, Native American, men, women, and children. They are the church. The people are the church, all right? And he is the savior of the body, which is Yasharallah, all right? Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything. And for the most part, these Western females refuse to put their husbands as their leader. They refuse to consider a husband their leader. And LisaRaye is a prime example. She's not even a wife. She's just a broad, a shameless broad with money. And just like the scriptures say, a fool and his money shall part ways, right? 25, husbands, love your wives even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it. The people are the church that Christ gave himself for, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word, which is their sins, the Israelites' sins, that he might present it to himself a glorious church, which are the people, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish. Talking about sinless, without sin, right? He died for the sins of the people of Israel only, because the people of Israel, the so-called black, Latino, Native American man, woman, child, was given the laws, statutes, and commandments. Not all races of the world. 28, so ought men to love their wives as their own bodies. He that loveth his wife loveth himself. Now these females, these Western females, they're not going to allow a husband to dictate their comings and their goings and their doings and their ways, right? And this is why LisaRaye is a prime example of an ungodly woman with money that can't seem to submit to a man of quality. 29, for no man ever yet hated his own flesh, but nourisheth and cherisheth it, even as the Lord the church, right? For we are members of his body, of his flesh, and of his bones. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall be joined unto his wife. And a man can't join unto LisaRaye. She wants a man to pay 100% of the bills. And what is she going to do with her money? Save it, keep it, right? Sit back and watch this man do everything with his income. This is why I say, men, save yourselves from the Western female and be happy you're not her type. It's only for the righteous. It's a righteous command, right? To separate from these Western females. If a woman likes a man, she'll spend money. If a woman loves a man, she'll spend money. If a woman cares about a man, she's going to spend money. She's not going to sit back and have this standard of a man needs to pay 100% of anything. If a woman cares about a man or loves a man, or she's in love with a man, or she likes a man, she's not going to allow that man to sit back and pay 100% of anything. Okay, so these I'm happy to see LisaRaye unmarried, and she's single by choice. I'm sure let her tell us she's single by choice, and I'm glad she chooses not to be feminine, and I'm glad she chooses to lack etiquette and to lack human respect, right, for so-called black men, black, Latino, Native American men, right? It says 32, this is a great mystery, but I speak concerning Christ and the church. Nevertheless, let every one of you in particular so love his wife, even as himself, and the wife see that she reverence her husband. These Western females are not biblical. They're ungodly. And like I said, they lack human respect, human etiquette for so-called black, Latino, Native American men. With that said, I want to say shalom. Hopefully somebody been edified. This has been a beak. I want to thank all of my subscribers. I want to wish all of my subscribers high health and high spirits. I want to wish that all of my subscribers are safe and protected, you and yours, and are protected and safe against these agendas that are waged against us here behind enemy lines here in America. If you haven't already, like the video, share, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Shalom.